Hey guys, welcome to Mobility. Hopefully you enjoyed your row. We're going to start out right on the foam roller this week. Hopefully you're excited about that. So I got the foam roller right against my back here, and I'm just going to come into a bridge and find a nice little comfy spot on my low back. All right. So beginner, depending on your low back, you can just start here. My hips are pointed up at the ceiling. And roll to the side just a little bit. I'm just coming off a little to get my lower side back, and then roll this way to this side. All right, super advanced. You could take your knees up, hug your knees if you want, and roll side to side. Put a little more weight on there, or you can try to hug one knee if two knees isn't working for you, and go side to side. I'm going to stick my feet on the floor. I like to stay nice and stable and not mess around with my lower back. So just giving a little massage back here. I think after your row, maybe you'll appreciate that. And I'm really staying on the side to side because I don't want to push into the spine or anything. All right, so we're going to do some foam rolling and some light stretching today. Hopefully, day after the freezer burn, you're just taking it easy. All right, we'll do a couple more of these, and then I'll have you pop the foam roller down, and you can just enjoy a couple breaths here on the ground. All right, and then immediately we might as well just go for it. Unless you have butt calluses, just sit on down on this foam roller, and then you're just going to take one knee, cross it over here, right, and give it a little back and forth. Now my right leg's crossed over, so I'm going to lean on that right butt cheek, which I'm sure you appreciate if you were rowing yesterday, unless you rolled the whole thing and you feel like you have blisters on your butt. Then you might just want to sit this one out. Maybe just put yourself into, actually, yeah, if you have butt blisters, everybody keep doing that. But if you're feeling like you just can't take that from yesterday, you can always just put yourself into an inverted pigeon here and hold that there and get that stretch. All right, if not, the rest of us will be foam rolling on our right side here. Now, if you need a little more deeper, intense stretch, you can do that with a lacrosse ball, or an intense massage. Do that with a lacrosse ball. And then we're going to switch sides. So left leg comes across, and I'm just leaning on my left butt cheek here, giving a little side to side, up and down, butt massage. You know, I'm working that out, working those muscles out. If it's too hard, you can always just sit on your foam roller and give yourself a little side to side and back and forth. But I like it, it's a little more intense when you do one leg up, because then you can really get the side of your cheeks. All right, we're going to go right down into your hamstrings, which may feel pretty good today, hopefully. But I'm going to do some light, gentle stretching with you after the massage, and after the foam rolling massage, and I just want to make sure your muscles are nice and loose. Hopefully you're taking today, if you're doing this Monday or Tuesday, as a rest day and not going totally crazy with stretching. So mostly, and then I'm just going to take you down to your calves. We're just doing 10 gentle passes. If you get all the way through this and you feel like you need to push pause and do it again before we start stretching, that's great, you can do that, but you don't want to do too much. I remember 2 weeks ago when I rode, or 3 weeks ago whenever Vicki and I rode, I just wanted to do a couple of these, kind of massage my lower calf and my ankles, just doing a couple stretches like these, rolling your feet and then coming back and forth. Now, if you need it intense, pick your body up off the ground. If you just want a gentle massage, you know, slide that butt along the floor. All right, we're gonna roll over really quickly and do our quads. Because our quads did a fair amount of work when we were rowing yesterday, so legs are parallel, feet are parallel, and we're just doing, you know, 10 nice passes here. We were talking about yesterday how sometimes when you get tired and you adjust your row, and you're tired from rowing, your knees start to flail out to the side, right? And then you're using your adductors. So now what I want you to do, and I'll just show you this way, is, here, you got a shot of my butt, guys, is I'm going to take my feet out this way, spread my legs a little, my feet a little further apart, so I can just hit the inner side of that quad all the way down to the knee, and I'm still just foam rolling my quads. I'm just hitting the inside, right, by pushing my feet out like that. And hopefully that feels really good, and that's a nice massage for you. If it's a little too hard, you know, don't do it. My next adjustment is just going to be toes in, or if toes in doesn't work for you, it's not intense enough, you just take yourself on one side, right? We're just going to hit the outside of the quadricep. Take it nice and slow, maybe an inch per second. Really enjoy that massage. We'll do one more pass here and then roll over and do the other leg. So I'm just going to totally flip over here and do my left leg, the outside of the quadricep. Got about 3 more here. And listen, foam rolling's great. Maybe all week you just want to do this set of foam rolling just to make sure your muscles are nice and loose and massaged. Take it easy, drink lots of water and hydrate them. All right, so if you rowed yesterday, I'm sure your biceps love you. Love you. So we're going to give them some love before we do a little bit of stretching. So you lay down here with your foam roller next to you, and you can stretch out your bicep. And my thumb's pointed down to the ground. If you do this, if you do mobility with me, you know I like to do this one pretty often. But just give yourself 10 at least good passes. You might have to adjust yourself a little to get in up by your shoulder and down to your elbow. You know, I like to get in here a little. Feels good. And then start looking for the first spot, the lump in your arm, the place that you feel like needs the most love. You know, if you were at the masseuse, where's the rock the masseuse would find? And then you just want to settle in on it, right? So, show you here, I'm just going to settle in on this spot of my arm. And then I'm going to start my thumbs down, right? I'm going to twist it back behind me, my palms in the air, and then I'm going to twist it forward in front of me and point to you. Now, while I'm twisting, maybe you can't tell, but I am pushing down on my arm so I can really alleviate that knot and, you know, thank my biceps for doing all that good pushing, good rowing, everything my biceps do for me to carry me through the day. I am thanking them for that right now. All right, so when you're done twisting there, I'm just going to inch on down or inch on up, find another spot. You might have to do a little back and forth. I, however, do not. And I'm going to try to make this more intense, right? So really putting all the weight I can into this right arm, pushing down as far as I can. And that thumb is twisting back, pushing as I turn my thumb forward. I don't know if you guys heard that crack, but I got some really great release there. It's fantastic. And then just twisting. Now, if you didn't row yesterday or you didn't row this past week, no big deal. We do plenty of work that your biceps definitely need this release. Or maybe you're Viv and Kyle. Shout out to you guys doing that run. Maybe your legs are thanking you for playing with your biceps and leaving them alone right now. But, you know, we do lots of burpees and planks and fun stuff. So just find that good spot, push on into the bicep and twist those thumbs, and they will thank you for it. Your elbows will thank you for it too, I'm sure. I'm looking for another spot. I found it. It's not too far away. You just want to adjust on your foam roller. Find a third spot if you can, and twist the thumb. And good Lord, everything is cracking for me. Make sure you put a lot of pressure into it, as much as you can stand. And if you don't need any pressure, lucky you for having nice loose biceps. Wow, I am cracking. All right, then you can switch sides. So we're just giving them a back and forth. My thumb is down on the ground. Try to come all the way in here to the shoulder, the armpit. Wiggle it, give it a little love. Wow. And then come on back out. I always love to feel the difference in the sides. Wonder who's doing most of the work here. No, I didn't row, but I lifted heavy biceps today. So I'm super appreciating this. All right, so now we're going to look for that rocky lump, maybe that long cord, that tough spot that needs a little workout. We're going to sit on it, take a deep breath, push your weight into it, and then we're going to twist our thumb back to the wall behind us or whatever's behind us, and then twist forward here, push forward, and then keep on twisting it. Now, I don't even have to come, if you're up in the top of your arm, I don't even have to come all the way forward to find that release. Okay. A couple more twists, and then move on down that arm, or up the arm if you started low, and then start moving that thumb behind you. Thumbs up, thumbs down, right? Essentially is all it is. And push on into that knot. This is a great way. I really think rolling out your biceps is a great way to avoid the tennis elbow and hand cramps and things like that. There's somebody at the door. Can you go check at the front door? Yeah, we got somebody knocking at the door. All right, and then one more time, roll on down here. At the bottom, find yourself a knot. And we're just gonna twist. Twist it, twist it, twist it. Thumb behind, thumb up, pushing down on that knot on your bicep. And then as soon as you finish that, we're gonna come on out, and I'm just gonna ask you to push yourself into a little child's pose. Arms forward, try to get your forehead to the floor. Stretching forward, reaching back with your tailbone. Reaching forward with your arms and then trying to put your forehead on the ground. Because I'm gonna ask you to do a little bit movement and stretching, and I wanna make sure your low back is good and ready for it, all right? So we're gonna come up, stand up, and then just gonna stretch out our hamstrings. So almost like you're doing good mornings, right? Come on down, stretch. I got a little bend in my knee, and feel that stretch in your hamstrings. My back is flat, I'm not rolling it, and I'm just getting on ready to come on down, touch my toes, and make sure my hamstrings are warm. All right, and then let me see how this is gonna work best. I'm gonna have you guys walk on down to plank. All right, come on down to plank. Hands are on the ground. We're gonna bend our left knee so our foot's up in the air, and then twist on over and tap here and hold it for 10 seconds. Try to keep your chest as much as you can on the ground for scorpion, and then left leg comes back, right knee bends up and over, and we're gonna twist. I try to keep my chest on the ground. It's challenging, so I try to keep my nose on the ground to keep myself centered. And then here we go again. Left leg bends. We twist on over, touch to the floor with that left foot. And then right knee bends. Pick it up, twist on over, and bring it back. We're just going to do a couple more of these. Our left knee bends, pick it up and over, try to stretch, and then one more. And then you guys can be super strong and flowing, especially if you didn't row yesterday. Come back up to your plank, down dog, and come forward and put yourself in a little lunge. I don't have the mobility to do that, so as you see, I had to have my knee on the ground and then push to here and just give us a little perfect stretch at the beginning of it anyway. And come on back down. And we're just gonna switch sides. Let's see. Now, if you can do that with your knee off the ground, good for you, do it for sure. Just twist on up. And then hopefully you enjoyed that and can use that to give your lower back some relief and your legs some relief, and have an excellent start to March. Thanks guys, have a great day.